Hello everyone, my name is Lyudmila. I'd like to tell you a bit about a city whose charm speaks to your senses. It is a city of coffee drinkers, leisurely strolls, and bizarre restaurants. The city's somewhat faded grandeur, strong artistic and literary traditions invite a new urban vibe. Lviv has been at the crossroads of East and West throughout the past 8 centuries since its founding. You can get lost amongst Lviv's ancient churches and synagogues, meander within the Austro-Hungarian Art Nouveau city center and Soviet-era modernist apartment blocks. I am pleasure to share with you my love of Lviv. So, 5 best places to visit in Lviv. Santa Nicholas's Church. Only a few buildings dating back to the very beginning of Lviv's history have survived to this day due to fires, battles, and architectural modernization. One of them is Santa Nicholas's Church. The first record of Santa Nicholas's Orthodox Church was found in a document from 1292 in which Prince Leo granted the church land ownership of the site. It is most likely the date when the church's construction was completed. Its current address is number 26 Khmelnytsky Street, which is the former junction of toll tray roads. Fittingly, it was named after Santa Nicholas, the patron saint of merchants. Old Rynok. This is the best starting point for quietly exploring Lviv's many nooks and crannies. Just a stone's throw away from the tourist-filled New Ploshcha Rynok, Market Square. The old Rynok Square is where the city of Lviv had its origins. Today, where is a small square with an ancient well on the site of the demolished synagogue. The streets around the square are quiet and somewhat neglected. Some of them turn into paths and get lost off the slopes of High Castle. When more than a century-old multilingual inscriptions are exposed from under the plaster, you may get a feeling that Lviv's history is speaking to you from the walls of its stone buildings. The Ratusha. Along with the rest of Lviv, the town hall was built, changed, reigned, and reconstructed, but it has always remained the center of public life and self-governance. The first Ratusha town hall in Lviv was most likely made of wood. After the fire of 1381, a new stone, Gothic-style town hall replaced the wooden one. In 1404, a clock was put on its tower. At the time, the first floor of the Ratusha was used by tradesmen, and the second floor was used by the local council and judges. The basement rooms of the town hall were used as storage rooms, prisons, and pubs. The Ratusha repeatedly suffered from fires, but was always restored, rebuilt, or expanded in line with new needs. Staroevreiska Street. One of Lviv's oldest streets, Staroevreiska, has now become one of the most popular areas for an evening out in central Lviv. Staroevreiska translates to Old Jewish Street, and most of its buildings belonged to the Jewish quarter from medieval times. Lviv's most famous and mystical synagogue, the Golden Rose, once stood here. Currently, all that remain of the synagogue are its outlines, left on the wall of the adjacent building. Maria Zankovetsky Theatre. This theatre was established in the mid-19th century. At the time, it was one of the three largest theatres in Europe.